If you've ever had to justify a $3,000 purchase on your credit card from Staccato USA to your wife, then go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button, guys. Welcome back to the Trench Grenade channel. I am your host, The Average. Is the Staccato right for you? Video enjoyer that your mom says that we have at home. Thanks for watching. Guys, the purpose of today's video is I'm going to be outlining the matrix, the decision-making process that you should probably follow if you're in the market for a Staccato pistol, and I'm going to help determine if it's the right time for you to take the jump into the Staccato world. Now, first thing I want to ask you to do is hit the like button, because if you hit the like button, that's going to tell some poor soul that's about to hit the checkout button at Staccato Built for Heroes website, and it's going to help determine if they made the right choice or not. And that's going to be hilarious, because now this video will pop up in their feed. So hit the like button and comment down below. Have you ever purchased a Staccato, and what was your spouse's, wife, girlfriend, whatever, what was their reaction when you told them, honey, we just had to have that $3,000, $2,500 handgun? Now, I'm going to go through kind of the decision-making process here with you. If you want to support the channel monetarily, donate to the ammunition fund, and maybe I'll do another burn down, because we already have a 10,000 round burn down on this Staccato C2, but if you donate more, I'll shoot more bullets through it. Thank you for doing that. Make sure you specify what gun you want burned down. And if you need a holster, a duty-rated holster, because you want your gun to be your gun, not our gun, with proper retention, well, use the link down below for Safariland, and only if you need one, get yourself a duty-rated holster, okay? This is mega base because it is a level 3 retention, which is super cool for a 1911 government. Didn't know they made it till they were like, hey, Trench, you should probably check this thing out for your TSOS videos, and I was like, yeah, that's pretty cool, because it has a level 2 and a level 3 hood, and it's pretty cool. So if you need one of these or something like it, use the link down below and let them know Trench Grenade sent you, and they might give you a hug and a kiss or something. Rule number 1 for Staccatos, and this is important, okay? This is important. Do you suck? Do you suck? Do you own a Glock 19 or Glock 26, and do you suck with it? Well, buying a Staccato is not going to make you a better shooter. That's just rule number 1 right up front. So do you suck at shooting? And be honest with yourself. If you're like, yeah, Trench, I'm like a C-class shooter and I can't get out of C-class, and I just pretend like for a second this is a, here you go. I got a better option for you. Do you have your Glock and you're just like, yeah, I can't get out of C-class, but I really want to buy some skills, so I'm going to buy a Staccato handgun, and it's going to make me a better shooter. If you're a bad shooter, buying a Staccato is not going to make you a better shooter overnight. So just save yourselves the time, the money, and just get better, dry fire more, and get better with the gun that you already have, okay? So that is the first question on your decision-making matrix, or your kind of risk assessment as we get into this. Are you a bad shooter? If the answer is yes, stop, turn this video off, hit the like button on your way out, and go dry fire. You should probably be doing that anyway. Follow the 4 rules of weapon safety. Make sure your weapon is clear, and what you should be doing is flagging me with a clear gun just as much as I'm flagging you, and training as you watch this video anyway, regardless of if you have a Staccato or not. Okay, so let's say you don't suck at shooting. All right. Do you have the money to already train with the gun that you don't suck at shooting? So let's say you own a Glock 19X and you're like, I don't suck at shooting, but I don't have enough money or time for ammunition on the gun that I already own. Well, then no, you should not buy a Staccato, okay? Because if you don't have the ammunition funds or the training funds for your Glock, or additional magazines, right, funds, then you should not buy a Staccato, because things are going to get a lot worse for you, and you're not going to magically have more time to train. So if you are a good shooter, you answer that yes, but you don't have enough time or money to actually invest in the gun you already own, then no, you should not buy a Staccato. Okay, let's assume you're a good shooter and you have the time and the money to invest in a new platform. Okay, are you smart? And I'm not trying to be facetious. I'm not trying to be, I guess, an asshole, right? Are you smart enough to be able to maintain a 2011 pistol? What do I mean by that? These guns like to be ran wet, okay? I'm sure there's a joke in there somewhere, but these guns do, in fact, like to be ran wet. You do see some CLP kind of seeping out of this thing right now, but not overly wet. But these guns do like to be lubricated and ran wet, and they need to be maintained based on my experience. If you want it to be a duty weapon every 200 rounds, if you want it to be a mostly good, range weapon every 500 to 600 rounds, but you do need to maintain them a lot more often to be able to ensure that they're going to be 100% reliable. Now, I've never had any malfunctions ever with this gun. This gun has 10,000 rounds on it. Okay? Now, I have had click, no bang, tap, racks, and the bullet that was in the chamber, it was a light primer strike due to a hard primer, but I've never had a stovepipe or any sort of failure to feed, failure to fire, or failure to extract or failure to eject. I've only had those failure to fires when the primer was hit and it was a bad round, okay? Those are the only issues I've ever had with this gun, other than one of these magazines. Where are they at? One of these magazines does not like to lock the slide to the rear position when it is out of ammo. If you say that's a failure, then that's a failure. But those are the only issues I've ever had with this pistol. So back to the point. You're a good shooter. You say you're a good shooter. Okay. You say you have the time and the money to invest in magazines, dry fire, ammunition. Okay. With the gun you already have. Okay. Then it's time to move on. Are you smart? Okay, you're smart enough to know how and know when to maintain it, and you're going to have the time to keep this gun wet and running reliably, and that you're smart enough to understand the manual of arms. Again, I'm not trying to be insulting. I'm trying to legitimately help you on your decision of, like, is it time to upgrade from a striker fire gun to something that requires more maintenance, something that requires more, I guess, finesse, more patience, inevitably more patience with the gun. So let's assume you're smart. You're smarter than me. Most of you guys probably are. Okay, now, and this is important. Are you balling on a budget, or are you balling out of control? If you're balling out of control and you're watching a Trench Grenade channel, one, donate to the ammo fund, daddy, okay? Super sus, but you guys get it. If you're balling out of control, yes, it's time to buy the Staccato. Buy either the Staccato C2 or the Staccato P. Most likely would be the best options for you. Put a Holosun 507 comp or a Trijicon RMR on top of the gun, and you will be happy that you did. You're welcome. You can turn the video off now. If you are broke and you're having to budget out, if you're going to be able to pay the mortgage, and I'm not, again, not trying to be insulting, but if you have to worry about bills, you have to worry about, you know, or can we stock the fridge? Do we have enough money for gas? Do we have enough money for the mortgage? Do we have enough money for our insurance? All the things, because life is hard out here, right? If you are worrying about finances at all, even remotely, like even if there's a 1% doubt of like, man, I might buy the Staccato. I might be the best guy on the force. I might be the best shooter in my area. I might win every match, but my family, or I might be eating ramen noodles. No. Okay? Now, if none of that applies to you, then yes, now it is time to buy a Staccato. Okay? And if you buy a Staccato, you can run it one of two ways. Like I said, you can run it with a Holosun 507 comp. That's what I like. A Trijicon RMR, that would be option number one. Or you can run it with irons only, because these guns are super flat shooting even with just irons. Either way, you run it with irons or a dot, doesn't matter. You're going to really, you're going to love the guns. You are going to be, if you're already a good shooter and you invest the time and the energy, as you've seen, just like type in Trench Grenade dry fire session, and you're going to see me dry fire on this thing a lot. If you invest the time to dry fire and the maintenance, and you actually go train and shoot with this gun, you will probably be winning matches, because a lot of guys in your area will not be doing the things that I just told you to do. Make sense? Okay? So, hopefully that answers the question for you. Is our 2011s right for you? More importantly, is the Staccato, the one that I like, is Staccato right for you? Hopefully, you know, that answers all the stuff. Keep in mind, I bought all the things that you're seeing with my own money. So, you know, I bought the gun with my own money. I don't think Staccato likes me very much, because I have some videos on my channel saying that these guns are not duty rated, which I don't think you should be a beat cop necessarily running around with a Staccato, because this thing drops on the ground, it's going to go off. They're not drop safe. They're Series 70s guns, and I do not like the Trijicon or the HD. I don't like the Glock mag ones. I don't like the trigger on the Series 80 guns. I like the Series 70 trigger, and I like the Series 70 action, and I do like these Staccato magazines. That is why I choose the Staccato C2. Okay? So, hopefully that gun is hot. Hopefully that helps you, you know, come to a decision on if you're going to be purchasing a Staccato or not, but just be honest with yourself in your own decision-making process. And if any of those questions that I asked today were a no, then the Staccato is a no for you. Again, no hard feelings. It's just I'm trying to help you out, save you some money, right? If any of those answers were no, cool. Grab your Glock, make sure it's clear, and go dry fire with your Glock, and you'll be happy that you did, and you'll be happy that you saved the money on the way, okay? If you guys got this far in the video, hit the like button on your way out. Leave a combat llama emoji down below. Consider using the link down below for a Safariland duty holster, because if you don't have a proper retention holster, then it's not your gun, it's our gun, okay? Again, these 1911 holsters are pretty legit. Check them out and let them know that Trench Grenade sent you, and they may give you a hug and a kiss. With all that being said, have a good night, guys, and until next time, we Trench Grenade, your average Staccato video enjoyer that your mom says we have at home, signing out. Cheers.